We live in the masturbation generation. Now, what do I mean by that? All I see young people doing, including myself, is thinking, mental masturbation, theorizing, idolizing, and not putting anything into practice. Now, it's not just our generation, my parents' generation too, and probably the one after that, right? But we live in such a comfortable time where it's so much easier to be the armchair philosopher. He's got the ideas, he's got the concepts, but he's not putting them into use. You know, I'll read about stoicism and overcoming fear and being courageous. But guess what? What has the one thing that's been holding me back? It's fear. It's me being a coward, you know? Because we're indoctrinated and conditioned as little boys, right? Especially in this generation, to be a bitch, to put our tail between our legs and not speak up for what we believe in, not stand up. I've got certain beliefs and some people don't agree with them, that's fine. But I've been letting other people's ideas and judgments hold me back. And so I've been, the mental masturbation king. I've got all these great ideas that I've been thinking of. Oh, this will help my boys, If I implement this here, that'll help that. But guess what? I haven't been doing it out of fear, out of cowardice. And I see a lot of people that absolutely are squandering their potential. It reminds me of that Fight Club, I see all this potential being squandered, a whole generation of people or men waiting tables and pumping gas. That's what I see out there. I see even like the low level kind of guys, they have potential. They've got a unique gift that if they honored that unique gift, if they were honest with themselves, if they had the ability to, self-reflect and really not, stop being a coward, they could make some big things happen in the world. They could help the world in a benevolent way. They could add value in a way that could change people's lives. And that's what I want to do. And that's what I'm inspiring you to do. But before that, we need to fill our own cups. The only way you can help someone else is to have your cup full, and then you can pour it into other people's cups when that cup is overflowing. I learned this from Hamza like 2 years ago, and it's helped me so much, that idea of filling your cup and then helping other people. Solve your own problems and sell the solution, right? And most people's cups aren't full because they're distracting themselves because they're scared. And I was scared for the longest time too, man. And fear, giving into your fear versus being courageous is literally the difference between not having what you want and getting everything you've ever wanted. And it's a fine line between cowardice and courageousness or bravery, right? And because I've been obsessed with the spirituality shit, there's no such thing as good, there's no such thing as evil, there's just different perspective and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. And nothing really matters and all this kind of stuff. Well, guess what? We live in the physical world, we live in the material world, and to survive at the best level, you get all the money that you want, the cars that you want, the girl that you want, the family that you want, the physique that you want. You have the friends, the status, the blah, blah, blah. To do that, you need to be an extremely capable and competent man. And you can't be doing that when you're mentally masturbating. You can't be doing that. Because I've been there, and guess where I got? Fucking nowhere. Because you can go down these rabbit holes in your own mind. And guess what? Nothing's happening in the real world. There's no tangible progress. And when we get progress, we feel motivated to go again because our actions are getting reinforced. And then you can get to the point where your actions get reinforced again and again and again and again, where it's like a snowball is rolling down a hill. It keeps picking up more and more snow until the snowball's so damn big it can knock over anything in its sight. And that is analogous to our path as men. The more we can just stack those little wins day after day, day after day. It's not some linear growth like that. It's more of like slow, and then it takes off like a rocket. That's what we have the ability to do. But so many of us are just in our own heads because we're scared, or we don't think we're good enough, or we have limiting beliefs around money. Who am I to say that, or who am I to do this? I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. I've been there, I've had all those excuses, I still do suffer with some of them now. And it's all bullshit, man. It is all bullshit. The proof that I can do this is that other people have done exactly what I want to do before me. They've succeeded at what I want to do. That is proof in and of itself that it is possible. There's no difference between me and someone that is 10 times, 20 times more successful than me. The only difference is he literally just does the work. It's cause and effect. If you put the right amount of inputs for your goal, you will eventually get that output. It is as simple as that. Yes, luck's involved and blah, 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 right? But you can't control luck. Just leave that out of it. If you put in the work, it is impossible to not get the result, right? You know, when I started building my physique, I didn't know if it was possible for me to build like an aesthetic physique with the abs when I wasn't flexed and, you know, the proportional big chest, shoulders, all that kind of stuff. I didn't think it was possible. But I kept keeping that vision in the front of my mind. I was like, yes, it is possible. I know what my physique could look like. And guess what? I started when I was 13. I'm 20 now. And I'm so damn proud of my physique. I'm like 81 kilos at 9% body fat. At around 5'11", 6 foot tall. I think it's like 6 foot tall. But that is crazy compared to when I was 13. I was skinny fat. I had gyno, right? Like a little bitch. And if I make that, like, it is, what I'm trying to say is it is so damn possible. Yet we have so many limits that we impinge upon ourselves as a defense mechanism because we don't want to confront the fear. We don't want to confront the pain and the emotional labor involved in getting what we want. Every man wants sex with beautiful women or beautiful woman, whatever they want. Every man wants a fast car. Every single man wants a big home. Every single man wants a great physique that he's proud of. Every single man wants to get recognized for the work that he does. Every fucking man on this planet wants that. Yet we repress it because we think it's not okay to have these desires. Guess what? I love sex. I love having a great physique and looking in the mirror and feeling proud of myself. I love getting compliments. I'm not afraid to admit it. And so many men are afraid to admit it. And because they're afraid to admit it, they don't go and pursue it. And I'm telling you that it's okay. Not only is it okay, it is absolutely fucking vital and necessary for you to go and get what you want. It is fucking vital that you get what you want. If you actually want that thing. And be honest with yourself. For so long, I would do the same thing. I would renounce my desires, or I would try to. Money's not that important. I could just have a little bit and I could get by. I just want to rent anyway. Like, I don't really want like a big house. Oh, like cars. What's the point of getting a car? Blah, blah, blah. You've got to be honest with yourself. You've got to be honest. And this whole thing I was saying for so long, status doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. It is extremely important for a human to feel appreciated for what he does. And status is that is pretty much what status encapsulates, recognition and appreciation for who you are as a man. So it's a bit of a rant, man, but I've been getting angry recently with myself, and you can see that energy that's getting transferred through the video right now. I'm going to stop holding back, and this is an important lesson that you stop holding back too. Be serious. Our life matters, man. Our lives fucking matter. And for so long, I've been in the spiritual bullshit, like nothing really matters, it's all relative, blah, 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 enlightenment, what's life after death. Forget about that for now. You can do that when you're 55. You can fuck off to a cave and meditate. But if you're a young man, if in your teens and 20s and 30s, and even 40s, you need to be grinding and going after what you want in the material world. Not this lofty, absolute love, absolute truth, God realization. You can do that later on, but you need to master your survival. And that's what I'm doing, and that's what you should be doing as a man. But anyway, bro, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.